Oh, hey guys. It's just me and Meadowlark out here on this hot day. To cool off, I just want to give you some advice. When it's really hot, it's time to aqua sock. There's not much to cover today. All we're going to be doing is looking at the next poster you're going to make, which is demoting a candidate. I talk a little bit about that. And then finally, we're going to talk about different layouts for that project and how you can use asymmetrical balance. As I mentioned, there's not much to cover this week. What we're going to do for your big project is demoting a candidate. So this is a little bit different from the promoting a candidate, but you're going to use the same candidate, and there's just a few tweaks to the project, but you're using the same software, so Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Spark. I'm going to scroll down to the directions for the assignment and point out a few important things. So for this assignment, the purpose is to demote the candidate, and it's going to be using the same candidate that you use for the promoting candidate, but this time you're going to run a campaign that isn't quite as positive. You're going to use the same interactive media bias chart that you did before, focusing on the facts from the neutral and balanced news outlets. And then right down here, I want to scroll down. Again, you've got to have visual resources that are available to you, that have the copyright allows you to use them in this way. Again, no templates. But for this one, you're going to use a different layout than last week. So you're going to experiment with layout. So don't just imitate what you did last week with different words in the same picture. It's got to be completely different layout and pictures and that sort of thing. So make sure you're aware of that. The other thing that I want to mention too is in this details and background. So what you're going to do is you want to get voters to vote against this person. It's not an evil character attack like ad hominem or something like that. It's negative, but should be fair and use facts that support how you're demoting the candidate. Though there are a number of ways that you can change the layout from your promoting poster to your demoting poster, there are two things that I want to cover that might help you this week when you're creating your demoting poster and laying it out. The two concepts are symmetrical balance and asymmetrical balance. Symmetrical balance or formal balance occurs when elements of a composition are the same on either side of an axis line. So you can see how in this image, either side is about a mirror image of each other. It's like a mirror. If you fold it, you're going to get the same thing. Similarly here, you can see how the design, each side has about the same visual weight. Okay, and we talked about that last week, what visual weight was. With asymmetrical balance or informal balance, it's a little more abstract but more visually interesting than symmetrical balance. An example might be shown right here, where you can see that there are objects of differing size, shape, tone, and placement. These objects are arranged so that despite their differences, they equalize the weight of the page. So for instance, if you have a large object on one side of a page and partner it with several smaller objects or items on the other side, the composition can still feel balanced. Okay, so they're not exact mirrors, right? But you've got about the same weight on either side. So this kind of illustrates that concept. And right here, you can see how you have that large flamingo on one side, and then you have a number of other smaller items or visual elements on the right side that balance that larger flamingo. Okay, so consider using asymmetrical balance for your designs. Aqua socks have changed my life. Aqua socks, aqua socks.